Hey, what's up? It's Zach. And what I'm going to be doing right now is talking about forgiveness. And I'm going to be offering forgiveness to somebody. And the person I'm offering forgiveness to is this guy right here, me. I'm offering forgiveness to me. And when I think back, there's things in my life, there's times in my life, decisions I made, pathways I went down, and I don't always feel great about it. And sometimes I have painful emotions about it. And that's all good. I think it's all good to feel any emotion that arises. I kind of think emotions exist for the purpose of being felt. So that's okay. They're giving me some sort of information. I welcome that. And I guess additionally, I want to always be creating space within myself for something. Carl Rogers is an author that once wrote extensively on something he called unconditional positive regard. And, today someone might call that unconditional acceptance. Marsha Linehan is another author I like. She calls this radical acceptance, which means accepting the universe exactly as it is, no matter what. So I would always like to be creating space within myself for that unconditional acceptance of myself. And so I would like to, in the spirit of that, I would like to offer myself some forgiveness. So I'm thinking back, and there's specific earlier versions of me that I'd like to have a little conversation with. So let's get into it. All right, junior high me. Hey, do you remember that time that those two guys who had the same name, John, in your junior high class? Remember when they came up to you and said, "Hey, Zach, what's the deal? Why are you talking to girls so much? Why are you flirting with girls so much? That's weird. We don't think that's cool. We don't approve of that." And junior high me, do you remember that you kind of internalized that? You took it like it was legitimate feedback or a sign that a real problem actually existed. And you kind of took it seriously. And later on, you did not feel so great about that. And I guess I just want to say, junior high me, I forgive you for that. There's some things that you didn't know at the time. One is that, as my friend JT likes to say, you can kind of divide up humanity in almost equal 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. There's going to be a third of people that respond positively to you. There's going to be a third of people that are completely neutral and completely indifferent. And there's going to be a third of people who don't respond positively to you. So that's not a signal that anything's necessarily wrong. It's not a signal that should be listened to. But you were dealing with about this much information on that. You didn't have much. So I fucking forgive you, man. And honestly, I give you props for even eliciting that criticism in the first place. I give you props for exploring your world, being fun and playful, meeting people, talking to people, forming relationships. Cool. I see you and I love you, junior high Zach. Good talk. Now, high school Zach. If you'll remember high school Zach, you felt pretty inhibited during high school. You felt like expressing yourself, doing your own thing, that this would be a problem, or people wouldn't like you enough, or it would just be weird. And so you kind of set out and missed out on some things. And I'll tell you, I know that you didn't feel so good about that later. But I just want to put this out there is that I offer you forgiveness for that, man. I see you and I love you. And there were some things that you didn't know at that time either. There were some forces that were at play that were bigger than you, that were bigger than me, that in a small environment like that, especially in the South, especially in a small town, there's a humongous social pressure and external factor to just be average, to not be different, to not have a haircut, to wear the same polo shirt as everybody else. And it's really powerful force, and it's a high degree of difficulty. So yeah, man, don't sweat that shit. I forgive you for that. And honestly, anything that you did, large or small, that was authentic to you did it because you wanted to do it, not because you thought you had to, or you thought someone would like you or not like you, I give you major props for that shit. Every act of self-expression and every act of full range of expression that was brought about by your own desires and your own personality, I give you major props for that. So I see you and I love you, high school Zach. Freshman year of college me. Let's chat. You know, you actually went through a major transition, and you won't understand these words as I'm phrasing them, but I believe this is what happened. You changed your hometown, you moved, you switched all your friends, you lost every cue and reference to the life that you had and everything of comfort and familiarity. It's a high stressful thing to do. And you went through an experience where I think you felt really isolated and unworthy. And you may not have used those terms, but I think that you were trying to figure out why you feel on the outside, or why you feel that people seem to know something that you don't, or there's some secret that you don't have that they have. And you sat out some shit because of that, and you missed out on some stuff, and you did not feel good about it. And I guess I want to say, freshman year of college, Zach, I forgive you for that. I forgive you, man. It's all good, bro. What you didn't know at the time is that all your other peers are experiencing the same thing. You're actually in very good company in that sense. There's a common humanity that you're experiencing with kind of everyone in that scenario. And you're actually really it's not a sign that you're weird. It's more like a sign that you're healthy, that you experience the difficulty. And, I want to take a moment to kind of give you kudos, because you did something difficult. You took on a major change in your life. And so the fact that you did that at all, coming from as cloistered of an environment as you did, is actually like a huge fucking win. So yeah, I forgive you for that. And I see you. And I love you, freshman year of college, Zach. Junior year of college, Zach. You just had an experience where you're starting to feel like you're getting your emotional needs met. You wouldn't put it this way, but you're having some positive experiences, and they're all tied to religion. They're bound up in the faith of your youth that you grew up with and were programmed with. And it feels like something very good is happening, and it's associated with the church, our ministries, or other Christian people. And you're about to dive headlong into it. And you're not going to feel good about that later. And I want to tell you that I forgive you for that, bro. It's okay. It's okay. There's something you didn't realize at the time is you were in what I would call now scarcity. You didn't have many options. You didn't have a whole breadth of knowledge that you will have later. And when you're in scarcity, any option seems like the best option. Even if it's someone just throwing you crumbs, it will feel like the best option, and you will dive headlong into it. So I get where you were coming from, and I forgive you. I see you, and I love you. And I honestly give you major credit for even trying to meet your emotional needs at all, because that shit ain't easy for anybody. So good talk, junior year of college, Zach. 25-year-old Zach. You're going through an experience where you're starting to double down and double down and double down again on religion, spirituality, is specifically being a Christian evangelical dude. And you're starting to experience some great discomfort with that, because you're asking some questions that are really scary and are really painful for you. But you're not going to find a way out of it yet. You're going to keep doubling down because you think it's the only way. And you will feel a great deal of pain about this later. And I'm just here to tell you, I forgive you for it, man. I offer you acceptance. I offer you unconditional acceptance. I offer you radical acceptance and forgiveness. I guess I would like to say that you don't realize this at the time. You think there are no options, but there's actually every single thing that you get benefit from, that you enjoy. That's religious. There's actually a secular version of it that's way fucking better. So a little bit of good news to look forward to, but yeah, you didn't know that stuff. So I guess I want to give you a lot of respect for any question that you asked that was difficult. And I want to really honor you for taking risks of taking down blind alleys of thoughts and doing thought experiments that were really freaky for you. And it took a lot of courage to do that. I see you, and I know you, and I love you, and I forgive you. 30-year-old Zach, what's up? It's your boy, modern day Zach. Hey, 30-year-old Zach, I see you, and I know what you're going through. You're feeling very stuck, and not just stuck like you've been before. You feel like you can't figure out any next step, and everything you try isn't working. And you're feeling isolated. You're feeling alone. You're getting pretty fucking depressed. And I just want to say that you'll look back at this time and you will have this negative perspective of it where you're like, I could have done better. Why didn't I figure this shit out? Well, whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm here to tell you that I forgive you, and I want to give you acceptance and love. And I guess the thing that you don't know at the time is, there's a lot of, when you finally kind of raise up and take a breath of fresh air, you're going to see there's a lot of opportunities for you, even if you can't see it right now. And so I see you and I love you, man. And it's all good, bro. Fucking forgive you for that shit. 35-year-old Zach, you're going through some difficult stuff, and it's related to you're getting really triggered by a lot of shit. And you're having an experience you've never had in your life before of being explosively angry at people you actually love. But you're trying to put it together, and the emotions are rising. They're becoming too strong, and you're a little bit floundering trying to express yourself. Now, I just want to let you know that you're going to feel some regret over that. You're going to have some painful emotions. But I just want to let you know that as badly as you feel about it, I don't feel badly about you. I fucking love you. And I forgive you. And I want to tell you something you don't realize right now. Is that it's a process. Going through life stages and going through changes is a process. And you can't put a fucking timeline on it. How dare you put a timeline on it? Kidding. I really love you. I'm not mad at you, but and what you don't realize is that, yeah, you're in a process, and it's going to take as long as it takes. And don't stifle yourself. Be easy on yourself. I guess I want to give you some love and give you some, throw some encouragement your way of saying, I give you so much respect and proper respect for every act of asserting yourself, large or small, because a big part of this is you haven't been doing that before. So much love. I see you and I got you, bro. Current Zach. Hey, what's up? I know that you are still doing all the things that all the past Zach did. You're still being hard on yourself. You're still feeling like you don't have enough things figured out right now. You're still not expressing yourself to the fullest ability at times. And I know you don't feel great about it, but I fucking forgive you. And I see you and I love you. So just wanted to, send that your way. Yeah. Love you. Talk soon. Peace.